So I'm here with Alex, perhaps better known as @CubeDweller. Alex, you just came off stage. How do you feel?
Great. It was a lot of fun. The audiences here are always awesome.
Oh yeah. So you talk a lot about building community and stuff like that. What advice do you have for people that are maybe just starting out?
I think the most important thing is get to know your users. Talk to them, engage with them, give them the channels to understand who you are, what you're doing, why you're doing it. Make them feel like they're part of the process. Because even if you only have 3 users, they're going to be your biggest fans and they're going to be your most important asset. Because ultimately, they're going to be the ones that go and evangelize what you're doing. They're going to be the ones that go and laud your success. And messages coming from them are infinitely more relevant than any message coming from a brand, because if it's going to their friends, it's got context, it's got relevance, it's got credibility. So understanding who they are, engaging with them, connecting with them, I think is really important.
Cool, very cool. So if you have, say, an existing brand that maybe hasn't done such a good job of interacting and cultivating community, what advice would you have for a brand like that?
I think the temptation for a lot of brands is to go nuts. Hit every social network, hit every platform, hit every possible platform. That won't work because you won't be able to keep an eye on it, you won't be able to manage it, and you'll half-ass it, and it will fail. Pick the ones, do the research, find out where people are already talking about you, because they are. People are talking about you whether you like it or not. Find out where they are and engage with them. Even if it's a message board, if it's Twitter, if it's Facebook, if it's a blog, find out where they are and start engaging with them. I think that's the fastest thing. Don't go and do everything because you'll fail.
So what do you think is the best approach using Twitter and Facebook and all the other different platforms out there, in combination with going to events and talking to people? Like, how do you kind of bridge the digital and the real world?
Right. That is hugely important. It's a great way to breed loyalty as well. So you're going to have a digital component because it's easy, it's cheap, it's what we all do. But trying to meet up with your users, having real-world events, having a beer with your fellow developers, that is such a nice way to get loyalty, because not only are they meeting you, the person that created the tool that they're using or the community that they're using, they're also meeting their fellow users, their friends, and oftentimes. And I think that's really, really important, and it's a great way to build loyalty. And some of the biggest brands on the web have been built doing that. Dig, Yelp are 2 that immediately spring to mind that have pioneered meetups and different types of meetups and live events to make people feel part of the process, feel part of the community outside of the 1024 by 768.
Cool. Well, that's very cool. Thanks for taking the time. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks, guys.